What up? Just an exercise, not that, just letting you hear the old Les Paul here. So an exercise, how about that? And that exercise is harmonizing the major scale, and you're gonna do that by playing each chord of the scale, and you're going to do that by putting the root of each chord on the 6th string. And so I'm going to start in G. Actually, I start in E. And so you're going to play the root of the chord on the 6th string. You're going to play the 3rd of the chord on the 3rd string. So in E, it's open. And so I tend to do one of two things. I strum and pluck at the same time, or I strum and then pluck. A2 chord is a whole step away, so we have E, F, F sharp. F sharp is minor, and on minor chords I put my middle finger on the root and my ring finger on the 3rd, because the major 3rd would have been here. If a 2 chord was major, it would have been this shape, but a 2 chord is minor, and so it's this shape. Flat 3. So we go from 1 to 2. 3 chord is a whole step, it's minor. 4 chord is major, a half step from 3. 5 chord is a step, and it's major. 6 chords minor, it's a whole step. 7 chords minor, it's a whole step. It's minor when we're only adding the 3rd. When we have the 5th, it's diminished, but we're not adding the 5th yet, just root 3rd. And then the root again, E, which of course is not open like it is down here, but that is the same shape, believe it or not. This shape and that shape is the same shape. So get your whole half pattern in your head, whole half, whole half. Get your major minor pattern in your head, minor major minor diminished, even though we're just going to say minor on the 7 because we don't have the 5th yet. You can still think of it diminished though, because diminished has a minor 3rd. So now let's maybe try G. And as you can imagine, you're going to run out of fretboard at some point. But in G, you have 1, because you have the root right here, and a major 3rd. And to get that, find that major 3rd shape, just use your 2/4 shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. So that's a major 3rd shape. I don't do this unless I'm adding the 5th. So right now, be able to do this so that you can add these extensions is the reason why. But so, anywho, 1 chord's major in G. We have root, major 3rd. 2 chords a whole step away, it's minor. We have root, minor 3rd. And then without saying everything else, it would go. And you want to descend, so you have to descend thinking of your whole half pattern backwards. And then you have to descend with your minor major pattern backwards. And don't try to think of the whole thing at one time, just get from one to the next, meaning I'm on a 1 chord, I'm going to descend, I know it's a half step, I know it's minor. I know from 7 to 6 is a whole step, so I go a whole step down and I know 6 is minor. I know 6 to 5 is a whole step, but it's major chord. I know 5 to 4 is a whole step, it's major. I know 4 to 3 is a half step, minor. 3 to 2 is a whole step, minor. And then a whole step to 1, major. And then they're again, try same time, and then strum, and then pluck. And so it's going to lead to a lot of other things like playing chord changes and whatnot, but you're mainly wanting to identify when you play the root of a chord off the 6th string, where you're going to play the 3rd. That's the whole idea here. It's going to be there or there. There's no other. There are other options, but for now, no, there's not. So for this exercise, work on open E, you can do an F, G, whatever it is till you run out of room. And just do that exercise up and down, whole, half, whole, half, minor, major, major, minor, blah, blah, blah. and ascend and descend, and eventually it's going to be the root and that third. You're going to build everything from these two notes, meaning you're going to replace the root with the 9, and then from the third is the 5th or the 7th, and you're going to just kind of locate the other notes around these two being major, minor.